What's up, everybody?
What's up?
7 o'clock, wherever you're at, 7 o'clock Houston time. It's the Daily Smoke Time. I'm Brother Los.
Brother Jam.
Brother Blackham.
Brother Blackham on the cam as always. Thank you all for joining us today here. If you're in Houston, it's a nice rainy evening. It's beautiful. I'm loving this shit, man.
It's not hot.
It's not hot. It's nice and gloomy.
Oh my God, I'm loving this.
And it's been all day here too. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you live in the part of Houston that hasn't rained, it's been raining all day for us.
Yeah, I'm out in Katy, and it's been raining nonstop for us. I've just loved it, man.
And it's coming from the south, so it's coming upward. And it's been like this all day. I'm loving this shit because it's not hot like it's been. I can't take that heat no more. I'm tired of that shit, man.
Tired of this. And I'm okay with the raininess as long as it's not flooding and all that. You know, can we just ride this out until the fall hits?
at least the air, you know. Don't have to rain every day, but you can even stay gray like this.
Yeah, stay cloudy. I'm good with that, man.
If it rains like this, I have no problem. But if it's storming for 3-4 hours, pouring, then I'm trapped. Nothing.
Oh yeah, because you in South Park. Yeah,
that's the only thing. Yeah,
South Park floods like crazy.
It always
floods like that.
So they've never been able to work that.
It used to be a rice pack, rice field.
Yeah,
that's where South Park started off with the rice field. So
they should have named it number 21. Area 21.
Well, the whole city of Houston was actually built on a swamp.
Right.
Yeah, the whole city was actually built on a swamp, and that's one of the reasons why we flood like we do.
It's like New Orleans. Why you build the fucking city under sea level?
But that's the thing. It's
waters
like
will come back.
You cover up the areas that would normally be able to soak up some of this water. You cover everything with cement, and then you wonder why the water don't have no place to go.
Right. That's the same thing with the heat, because all that cement gets hot.
Yep. And all it does is just start bouncing heat back into the air.
It's crazy, but I'm so tired of this fucking heat, man. I'm glad it could rain like this every day for the next week if it wants to. As long as it don't flood shit.
I would be totally okay with it, man. I would be totally okay with it.
In a lot of places, this is how it's like now. You know, up north, it's already cool and gloomy and cool and rainy, and it's cold. So, that's what I was used to, getting seasons. Here, it's just hot, hotter, real fucking hot, and then a little bit hot, back to hot, hotter, real fucking hot. And that's the seasons here.
Shoot, I had to break out a raincoat today because Lord knows I couldn't tell you when the last time I put a jacket on, but I had to break out a raincoat today because I don't really do umbrellas. They just get in the way to me, but I got a coat that I use. It's got a hood on it, keep my hair dry and all that, because Lord knows when my hair gets wet, it takes forever to dry if it gets like wet in the rain and stuff. It's one thing.
Umbrella will fuck you up. If it's raining real hard and water coming off, if it's hitting your shoes,
and
fucking you up.
If you're trying to get in your car, it's just really in the way.
Right. You're gonna get wet no matter what. Yeah.
I'm just better with a jacket on.
Get in,
open that door, jump in, and keep it moving, man.
I need that Elon Musk umbrella. Just put your hand up. I was doing this umbrella.
Right.
Put your hand up.
A force field. Yeah.
That's what all he does is, actually, he got people already waiting for him outside with umbrellas to get paid, $10 grand to hold a fucking umbrella. That's how they do.
It's a total, side tangent, but I was watching this thing earlier today. It was a video on YouTube talking about Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
And it was talking about the invisible woman. I forgot her name, whatever Richards. Susan Richards, yeah. Okay, so people used to always really kind of discount her power because what she does is she could turn invisible and she can make force fields, right? But the video I was watching was talking about how she was way underrated because basically and it was showing all these different instances in the comic book where she was messing dudes up. At one point she put tiny force fields, microscopic size force field inside a dude's brain.
And he couldn't think.
And basically was like, if you don't stop what you're doing, I'm gonna make those bigger. And they're gonna start cutting off blood supply to different parts of your brain. At one point Wolverine was in one of his berserker rages, and she literally put force fields over the main tubes to his lungs. So it's not trying to kill you, with his healing factor, it's pretty much hard to kill him. But at the same time, I need you to calm the hell down.
Right.
It's
take your breath away.
Need her with me right now. Just make a force field. I was thinking about that, man. I was like, damn, you got to think about it. If you got that much control over a power like that, You could be a dangerous
You shut
person.
motherfuckers down
I
completely.
always wanted to do my what if, 'cause when I used to work at the pipe yard, I'm like, what if the X-Men and Magneto and all of them worked at a pipe yard? What would be their job?
Right?
You know, Professor X is going to be, man.
That's some working man fantasy for you right there,
Magneto
boy.
would be the
He's
crane.
going to be in the cutting yard.
Right.
Yeah, right. Magneto would be the crane, moving all that
Yep.
big shit around and all that.
Like,
Yeah. Have Wolverine go cut it and shit and send it over somewhere else. Yeah, that's all. But they're like, man, we don't need no jobs. Jobs? What are you fucking talking about? We're superheroes. We're not working.
Everybody got to make money. So
People-
what if the X-Men had to go to work?
Right.
There's been some debate recently that I've been seeing talking about how, because you know how the X-Men was always supposed to be like a metaphor for racism and stuff like that. And they were saying that it's an imperfect metaphor, basically because there's no reason for the regular humans in the Marvel universe to hate the mutants like they do, because there's other people with superpowers. It's just the mutants always get the
No, so they're trying to
the-
say Superman and them, they don't get to racist.
yeah, I mean,
We
you
do.
get like, Captain America, Iron Man, those kind of people. They're not mutants. They have superpowers, but they're not mutants. But they don't
Captain
get
America could be a mutant. He was put in a machine and made to be what he is.
mutants are born.
Oh, so he- with-
That's
with
the
that power.
in the Marvel universe, mutants are strictly a random mutation in your DNA gives you superpowers.
Well, then too bad you shouldn't have come to Earth, because that's how we do it here on Earth. You're different. We're gonna be racist to your ass. Simple as that. That's how we
But-
do
Well,
it.
the thing is, Professor X and Magneto, for Stanley and the other group, that was,
That was supposed to be Malcolm and Malcolm and Martin,
yeah.
because Professor X was preaching peaceful coexistence. Let's get along with the humans. Whereas Malcolm X, Magneto was like,
Fuck that shit.
like fuck that. If y'all fuck with us, we'll fuck with y'all.
Right.
And then eventually he got to the point where just like fuck humans, and we just taking over.
We gonna
Like
take them
the
out.
mutants, because they called mutants Homo sapiens superior in the comic books.
That's
So
what
it's
they
like,
are.
if we're superior, then we're supposed to be leading.
Right.
Yeah.
Only way to do it. But anyways, don't forget to visit www.banging832.com to get to Banging 832 Radio, where they show our episodes of the Daily Smoke Sundays at 7 o'clock. And where you get us Monday through Friday, and then Sunday. And then we're going to be having something for you coming up this Saturday, first Saturday of each month. We're going to have Black Hands Arcade. So make sure y'all tune in for that coming up.
Get to see me
Bring
flex my gaming skills, y'all.
Bring them quarters and 8 drink minimum, so you can drink whatever the fuck you want. But and then there's make sure y'all check out this veteran owned, black owned Tamia's Touch of Care massage therapy. To get with life, get a massage. Touch my body. That's part of the commercial now, so you have to like that. But anyways, that's www.tamiaanderson.com, and go check it out. If y'all heard the word mortician talk about how great she is with her hands, she's got healing hands. She can take care of you, plus she can work you out and then take care of you. So make sure y'all visit Tamia Anderson's Touch of Care. Okay, so she'll come to you, she'll bring her chair with her, table, whatever you need. And just make sure y'all get a hold of her, www.tamiaanderson.com. Tamia's Touch of Care. To get with life, get a massage. Touch my body. And then the South Park brothers from Houston, right here, homegrown South Park Coalition's 35th anniversary concert is coming right up in about a week and a half. It's September 10th. Actually, in about 10 days now, right? Almost 10, 11, 12 days. From 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And that's at the Scout Bar at 18307 Egret Bay Boulevard here in Houston, Texas. Make sure you check it out. You can get tickets, pre-sale tickets at Eventbrite, $25. For regular tickets, there's going to be music all night long. And if you're from Houston, y'all should probably already know these brothers. So go make sure y'all sponsor them. And then we got, don't forget that the first and the third Saturday of each and every month, Black Vendor Market Book and Art Fair at the Shrine of the Black Madonna, right there at 5309 MLK Boulevard, Houston, Texas. Like I always say, if you're a fan of TGIF, this really is on MLK, so you won't get lost this time. Everything else you might not find. And then if you're a vendor, make sure you get a hold of them at www.buyblackmarketplace.com, and they will get you all registered and be able to do what you got to do. And if you want to hear about anybody as affiliates, go to our website, www.thedailysmoke.com. and you'll see, scroll down, you'll see all their pictures and everyone we talk about. Click it, they'll take you straight to their ED Smoke. Anything is welcomed. If anything, like we say, make sure you watch our show all the way through. Hit that like button. Comment with us. This is a live social. You're more than welcome to call. We hope to hear from a lot of y'all today. So make sure you check us out at www.thedailysmoke.com, and that you'll find out everything about us, what's upcoming, anything about our lives, our bios. It's all there. Our staff. Go check it out. And we worked hard on this our website, so we really want y'all to go check it out and see what you got to do. And the best part of all, if you want to come be part of the show, hit that "Have you ever been experienced?" It'll bring up the form, fill it out, and someone will get back to you, and you can bring what you got to say here on the Daily Smoke, because this is the people's podcast. You got a business to push, come, we'll help you push it. Bring it to us, and we'll help you out. Like, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help you as you help us. We're growing together as a big family. We're as Danessa says, we got a beautiful community going, and we want to continue making it better and better. So make sure that y'all interact with us and input. Whenever we go out and about, we'll let you know, and we hope to see you there, because especially if you're in the Houston area, make sure you come check us out wherever we go. Plus, you'd be able to tell other people that we're trying to get to come watch us that you are a fan, and that you could tell them how much you enjoy our show, and how you've learned and grown with us since the very beginning when we used to do things. We don't do things.
We don't do things.
We don't do
no
things.
Yeah.
So hopefully you continue watching us and go from there. And so what's up, man? It's like we said, it's nice and rainy.
Man, I'm telling you, dude. I'm just really kind of at one of those points now where life is just kind of chilling. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Everything's kind of in a groove, But for right now, I guess I'm just going to stay in this little holding pattern that I'm in, because I'm waiting for some things to happen.
Right.
Or waiting for some opportunities to come forward. And so I'm just biding my time, sitting here going like this.
Not me, man. I'm in a funk where I don't feel like doing nothing.
Really?
Nothing. Not even going to sleep. I don't want to do nothing. I don't watch TV. I don't want a PlayStation. Everything is boring to me. It's like I don't feel like doing shit. At all. And I don't know why. Just don't feel. I'm looking forward to October when I get to go to my daughter's wedding. Finally get to meet my second granddaughter and see my other granddaughter. So I'm looking forward to that. But I almost thought about maybe taking some time off and doing that before that, and then going back again so I can see him again.
Might not be a bad idea.
I'm just in that. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I know the heat has played a big role in it, because I'm tired of this fucking heat, man. This shit puts me to sleep and shit. It has me sweating all the time. I can't take it, and I think that's what's got me to where I'm at, where I really don't feel like doing
it wears you out and puts your energy levels down low to a certain extent, especially if you're not used to it. I
know, right? Just tired of this shit, man.
That's I say all the time, I'm born in, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's hotter now than it was when I was growing up, but at the same time, I'm used to it to a certain extent. Like literally, my grandparents used to put us to work in the summertime. So we was out there in the fucking fields catching watermelons and picking corn and stuff. So yeah, don't get me wrong, I hate the heat too, but I can deal with it.
Right.
You coming from up north, this is different. In Germany,
and
this is different.
And I've been dealing with it for the past 12 years that I've been here, or 13 years with it. But it's just this past year, it started so early, man. It was like March when it started getting into the hundreds,
and it lasted.
And it just keeps going and going and going. Not even say lasted, it hasn't stopped yet. We're still going to see what happens here, but this shit has got me like so
many days above 100 degrees.
That shit is
like we broke records here in Houston.
I know this is crazy.
In the last 8 years, there's been dramatic change all over the fucking world.
Right.
Not just here.
Right.
A lot of shit talking about not just political, not just religion, not just cops want to kill black folks or any shit like that, but just nature itself.
The whole world got us like fucked up and shit. She got us fucked up. She got us fucked up. Mother Earth.
Fucked up.
She got us fucked up.
Man,
that's how I've been. I've been in like, I just don't.
Call Captain Planet.
It's like, it's sad that a dreary day like this brings my spirits up and shit, man.
No, but see, okay. Cloudy days, man. Cloudy days is a whole different kind of peace from like sunny days.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. A sunny day when it's not, melt your face off hot.
Just a nice sunny day.
A nice sunny day when it's nice. That's cool and everything.
Beautiful.
That's a mood. But a a nice, pretty rainy day,
I love this shit, man.
man, and when it's in the fall and the leaves is falling off the trees, and you got a nice chill in the air, and it's rainy like this, man, please.
That's what I'm used to.
I'm like a kid on days like that because that energizes me.
Yep, that's what I'm used to. I love the rain.
I've never been. I mean, I guess growing up with so much heat around stuff like that, and the things that's not having to do with the sun, that makes me happy.
Right.
You know.
Like shit.
I used to walk around with a 3,000-degree furnace in the summer.
See, fuck that.
So I
That'd
can
throw me
tolerate heat
nuts.
to a point.
Yeah, my leg would have melted by then. I'd have been done.
just start licking it on fire.
Love the heat, but
Like-
it's like yeah.
Yeah.
When it's 100 outside, it's 100 outside. It's 100.
Yeah, Bobby, is you skinny as hell,
You know, sweat.
and it's a nut. It's a like
I barely sweat.
heat when you skinny versus heat when you fat. That's a whole nother level of discomfort because your creases is moist. And not in a good way.
Stop feeling like you're being baked and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
And the creases, the parts are still
Like
raw.
what it was basted. You feel like you're being basted. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
sweating all the time. Like,
you feel that trickle as it goes down, and it's dipping in and out of your rolls as it's going down. Nah, man.
to the crack
you know,
ass. Like, woo.
What do they call it? Swamp ass.
I just got moist.
You got a severe case of swamp
Yeah,
ass.
that's crazy with that. That's what that he's been doing to me, man. It's got me like, I really don't give a fuck. I don't want to do shit. I just want to sit here and do nothing. You know,
I feel
get
you,
high
bro.
or something. And get high. That's when it brings me out of it sometimes too. I can get into whatever I'm doing if I am playing a game. You know, because I haven't even wanted to play shit on PlayStation or nothing, man. That's just that. I've watched a bunch of shit lately, but it's like, you know, anything else, I don't like to watch the same shit over too soon because I remember the whole thing.
Right.
You know?
It's no surprise to it.
Yeah, because
You got to give it time to forget
right.
some pieces of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me forget some of this shit. I like watching a movie that I've seen before. Like, oh, I don't remember that shit. Oh, I don't remember that shit. I don't remember that part because it's like I forgot the whole movie.
And if y'all got anything y'all want to add to the conversation, don't forget to call in, y'all.
Right.
The number should be coming up on the screen. It's
Yeah.
281-968-1029. So please
Yeah.
feel free to give us
This
a
is
call.
live, especially for today, what we're talking about today. Hope to hear from a lot of y'all.
Really, I'm curious. I hope
Yeah.
some of our audience does chime in. And keep in mind, y'all, we always say call in, whatever, but you don't have to tell us your name, even if you want to. Stay anonymous when you call in. We're totally fine with that.
If you're scared, then just, you don't have to tell us who you are.
Yeah, just call
don't
in,
be scared.
give your opinion, and drop that off for us, and go on about your day, and we'll definitely respond accordingly, or you can put it in the chat.
Right. Chat with us. Put it in the chat. We'll try to, we
Get
we
into
do
that
see it,
live
so we'll
chat,
try to
and
tell you
we'll
what's up.
definitely respond to it, because
Yeah.
trust me, we do not ignore the chat. But yeah, man.
Right. And we understand that some of y'all don't watch it live. You may be watching this later on. You can still add some comments. Go to the comments and comment in there what you think of the show, because that helps us out too to see more, try to get more engagement going.
Yeah, we appreciate all your feedback. So if you have anything that you want to say, leave us a comment. If you got something that you want to say about what we talked about and you watch the show later, put it in the comments. If you got something, a suggestion, an idea, put it in the comments. Not only does that give us the opportunity to still get the feedback from you, but it helps YouTube realize that people are interacting with our stuff.
Right.
And that's what we want. We want whatever form of interaction you're comfortable with, whether that's live chat, call in, or making a comment after the fact.
Yeah.
We appreciate it all, but do something.
Yeah.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
And make a
Hit that
comment.
like button like it owes you money.
It don't take but a few seconds. And if you do watch us all the time, it means you like us. So go ahead and like. Whether
hit that like button like that Texas heat was hitting us in the face.
see, that like button would be broken, and I wouldn't even know what's up.
Brother Mike,
What's
we
up,
got
Mike?
Mr.
What's
Mike
up,
in the
Mike?
chat. What's up,
We still got the taste in the back molars.
Ooh.
The cheesecake was the bomb, boy.
man? Mike, okay. He's the owner and operator of Sweet
Tooth
Tooth Cheesecakes.
Yeah.
When I'm telling you, this man is a master of his craft.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
this man, whew, Lord, that cheesecake, man.
Right.
I'm still thinking about that cheesecake.
That shit was good.
That was just
real
beautiful.
good. I mean, it's good dessert, like for dessert or something after, you know, with some coffee or something.
Man,
that shit was bomb.
When I took that piece home, I had it with my coffee the next morning. Man, that cheesecake with some coffee.
That was like hell of a breakfast and shit.
That's a breakfast of champions, dude. If that doesn't lift your mood up, start your day, then you just might as well go back to bed.
Right. Because in the last Wednesday's episode, it was with Miss Michael Horn, Mr. Michael Horn, sweettoothcheesecake.com. I'm high, so don't mind.
Hey, bro, it's all right. It's all good.
You know. So, but yeah. So, anyways, I guess we can get into this.
So yeah, man. What have you learned over the course of the last year?
That's the main question, or I know on there it says, "What has life taught you?"
What has life taught you was the title, but I believe it was what was it that you learned over the last year? Like, what has life taught you in the course of the last year? Of course, we can go all the way back if you want to, because we've all learned plenty.
20, 30.
You know, I'm sure.
I mean, in the past
we've been around long enough to kick some.
Right. I mean, in the past year, I know I would learn to, you know, just keep going at it. If you want something to work, you got to keep going at it. You got to keep going at it. You got to keep going at it, no matter what. Just keep going at it. Everyone's gonna want to stop you from doing this shit. Fuck all them. Keep going at it. Keep going at it. Just keep going. And that's pretty much what I've learned in life.
Sometimes you'll want to stop you.
Right.
But you have to keep going sometimes, even when you don't want to keep going.
You got to really believe in shit. But that's what, so far this past year doing the podcast, and I mean, people here have seen how we've grown, you know, all the mistakes we've made, all the things that fuck with us every time. Yeah. But here we are, we're still going at it. So that's what I learned. If you got it, like Danessa says, we got a great community that we're building, and everybody's in it for the long run. We all got the same vision going, and that's what I learned. That if you get the right people together and they're all on the same page, that shit, and there'll be times when it's hard to do what you might have to do, but you might have to do something and cut some of that bad shit off. You know, if it's gonna hold you back, get rid of it. Keep going. You know, and like I said, that's pretty much what life has taught me. In life, people don't give a fuck about you. Nobody cares about you. You know, your family might, your friends might, and it all depends on how good and close you are with them. But other than that, it's all about you. You got to do what you got to do for you, and then you take care of those as you take care of yourself, and then you'll get somewhere. Because nobody gives a fuck about anyone except themselves, and that's point blank. They don't really give a fuck. You know, you do, like I said, you're trying to do something good. Your own friends or family will try to stop you from getting to where you want to go. They'll make you feel like, no, you can't do that shit. Why would you even try that shit? Like
you crazy. You know, why you trying to do something different?
Right. Yeah. You know, just leave me alone and let me try to do it, or help me get along the way. But if you don't get in my way, because if you get in my way, it may come out where I got to be, you know, you're going to have to be rude to a point where you just got to push them the fuck out the way. And then when you get to where you're going, if they don't understand, then fuck them then. Plain and simple. You know, like, look, I got to where I was going. I had you with me. If not, then get the hell on, you know. Most people like that, I just erase. Like, you don't want to be part of what I got to do, or you don't believe in me, then you don't exist anymore. You're out. See you, bye. You know, I ain't got time for no bullshit, man. That's what life has taught me.
Yeah.
You don't have time for bullshit. All the stupid shit that you do in your life, get rid of that shit. Like, I saw something the other day with some dude in a class was pouring shit into a jar. He poured some golf balls, and then he put some sand, and he put some rocks and all that shit. He said, and everybody was saying it's full. He said, well, that's life. You know, the golf balls are the important things in life. They take up a lot of room, you know, but then all that sand, that's all the little meaningful shit. That this shit don't mean nothing. Like, don't worry about that shit, because that shit will hold you back, and you will never get to where you're going in life. You know, just telling myself, my motto in life, if it's not going to physically kill me, I am not going to worry about it, not 1 cent. I don't give a fuck. I owe you money because I can't pay this bill. Oh well, I can't make money come out my ass. So do what you got to do. I'll just have to deal
get you
with
paid when I can get you
when
paid.
I can get to you. You know, the ones that would call you trying to threaten. Well, we could send the sheriff. I would tell the sheriff I'll be right here sitting at my table waiting for his ass. Click. Like, you know, you're not scared me. You're not gonna scare me. That's not going to physically kill me. I've been to.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I've been there, man. I've been to the bottom, to where. From here, I can only go up, and look where I'm at. I love my life right now. I have beautiful people around me. I'm sorry to get emotional, man, but this really gets me. It's like, I love my life because my wife, my kids, you, Bobby, Ron, this podcast, all of you out there, that's what keeps me going each and every day, you know? That's you know, that's why I don't know why I feel like I've been feeling, but I know that I'm not going to worry about it because I got good things around me, and I'm going to make these things come to life with these people. You know, love you, man.
Love you too.
You
bro.
know, love you, man.
You got someone who believes in you, so you gotta believe in us.
Man, that's what I'm saying. You know, believe in what we believe, but that's what life has taught me. Surround yourself around some good ass people, and you will get to whatever the fuck you want to do in life.
For sure.
If you don't want nothing to do with what I got to do, get the fuck out my way. You know, leave me the fuck alone. I'm going to where I want to go, with you, with or without your ass.
Like, I'll give you the opportunity to come along with me, but if you ain't on board, then oh well.
Then you just ain't come.
You got to get left behind. You know, I'll wave at you when I get there.
Right.
Be like, what's up? Yeah, you was with me.
Right. Look where you at now. Shit, like, look at you like Scarface. Look at you now.
Right.
Look at you now.
Look at you now.
You ain't got to where I'm going, but yeah, patients don't give a fuck about you. They will replace you the very next day.
Jesus.
They really don't care about you as much as they preach out. We want to do this, and you're acid. Yeah, until okay, you know what? I can make money without this. Go the fuck on. They don't care about you.
And you know, that's it's funny that you bring up that point. It's because right now that's one of the biggest things I think across the board that so many people are starting to realize. Like, these companies don't really give a damn about you. Have you heard about that thing, the quiet quitting? Okay, so now it's not a new thing, but basically it's the combination of kind of like two concepts. They call it quiet quitting and they call it acting your wage. Basically what it is now people who you know, going to work above and beyond. I'm doing, you know, clocking it, you know, doing what's it, no more, no less. You're not getting nothing out of me that you're not paying me for. And so people call it, like I said, acting your wage.
Right.
So it's like, oh, you paying me $18 an hour, so you gonna get $18 worth an hour, $18 an hour worth of attitude, personality, whatever comes along with that.
That was me at my last job, just around the end that, you know, job ended. That was me. It was like, okay, I bust my ass. I got to the position. Now put in these positions that I do not want to deal with because I'm dealing with bullshit that y'all putting on.
But you do it.
Y'all not even trying to get me on
places. The service is not the same anymore as like it used to.
After I got laid off after working for a company for 16 years, after I got laid off, that's when I came to that realization. And it was like, these places do not give a fuck. And if they can replace you and save $1, they will.
Sure enough. I learned that years ago when I first got into travel. And 6 years, you know, they're molding me to become a manager, and I'm putting in the work and I'm being loyal to them. And I got coworkers telling me, fuck that loyalty, man. If another company calls you and wants to pay you $1 more, go to them. And if another, go to them, and I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. Finally, after 6 years, they eliminate the position, and I end up getting a job somewhere else. First person I see was that lady that told me. As soon as she saw me, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? You could have been here making this good money with me a long time ago. I'm like, I know, but that's when I learned that lesson. And from that point on, I'm gonna give you a good. I mean, for me, I'm gonna give you a good job because I want to be able to do a good job. That's just my ethics. I want to be able to do a good job that I know I'm doing a good job. I'm serving, especially, you know, a place. This is
what I would expect.
So that I'm gonna give people that, you know, but then all the loyalty of being loyal and staying, and then you don't give a fuck. It's like you just put someone else the next day and just keep on going as long as you're making your money. So I tell everybody, fuck being loyal to corporations or anybody you work for because they do not give a fuck about you. You know, I always think, you know, I remember the lady who worked with her. She had been with these companies like 20-something years, 26 years or something. I forget what she did, something real small, and they fired her. So I'm like, you know what? If you work for me for 26 years and you came in late today, why are you late, man? Oh, your car's messed up? Let's go get you another car. Go get you another used car that you can use. But 26 years, man, that's a lot of...
That's a lifetime.
That's like a 30-year lifetime you spent to me. I owe you, you know, but they don't think that way. They don't...
I worked for a company once.
That don't make no fucking sense, man.
It was like
ridiculous.
You took time off because you know, going through cancer treatments or whatever, and the company you work for knows that that's what you're going through. But when you come back off that leave, oh wait, you fired.
See, that's how it is. That's why.
I've seen them do that with paternity leaves.
And that's crazy. That's crazy. But that's, you know, they get away with that shit. But that's a lot of the that's a lot what life has told me. Loyalty to your company, unless it's your own company, fuck that loyalty. I don't care what they say. I don't care how much they pay you. Do not be loyal to them, because if you don't own it, they will snatch it right from you because it's theirs, so it's not yours. So they'll make you think you're part of this family that they're building, but you're not.
We're a
you know?
family at this company.
Yeah, we're a family.
We treat each other like family.
And after
Until
30
y'all
years, you get rid of me, and it don't matter then.
Right.
You know, fuck all that. So yeah,
sell
that's
the
one
company
thing.
and get rid of my position or some crap like that.
Right.
But you know,
but those things, yeah, if it's not killing me, I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, what anybody says. When you think about, when you're younger, you think about, you got to make sure you're wearing the right shit, and so people ain't talking shit. Once you get older, you realize, motherfuckers don't care. I don't give a fuck what you're wearing every day, man. I'm not thinking about that. But some people put that in their head. They want to make sure that, I gotta wear the latest shit. I used to not want Nikes and shit. Like, I wanted shit that nobody had. I want different shit. I don't want the same shit.
looking like everybody else.
I'm not trying to look like everyone else. I'm trying to be different. I want to do something different.
You stand out more that way too.
So that you do stand out more. And then I'm just a certain, like when people say, if you can go back, no, I wouldn't go back not 1 second. I'm not changing anything, because anytime you go back,
you mess something up.
And like I said, if I could go back and wanted to, I could only go back to the date my Evie was born, and that's it, because I'm not trying to go beyond that, because she won't be here when I get back. So I can't go back. I'm not changing anything, because everything that I've done in my life is what's made me who I am, and I would never change that for anything or anybody. I don't give a fuck.
I agree with you.
Whether I become rich and famous or not, I'm still not changing a damn
because
thing.
ultimately you have to be happy with who you are.
Right.
And see, for me, that's one of the things that I like over this last year. That's one of the things that I've really come to a greater understanding of, is that I am so much more capable than my comfort zone leads me to believe.
Right.
It's very easy to get into a rut in life. It's very easy to always done them. You know what I mean? And that's the danger of a comfort zone, because so many things become easy. You don't have to think about it. Oh, I know it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to be right here doing this, doing that.
Right.
Or it's, 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, well, I'm on my way to work, or whatever. So you get stuck into these ruts. And I had to realize that I have a lot of talent. I have a lot of skill. I have things that I can do that have nothing to do with my comfort zone. And the minute I start stepping outside my comfort zone, all these incredible, crazy things start to happen.
Right.
Just because I made some changes.
Right.
And then now that's kind of, right. But that's where I'm at. I'm at this stage in my life where if it's something new, if it's something or different or something maybe that scares me a little bit, that's the shit that I'm looking for. I'm looking for those things that put a little fear in my heart. Because not only am I excited then, but at the same time, I know I'm doing something new that I haven't done before.
Go walk on one of them glass bridges and shit.
Nah, I ain't. Look, that's just asking for trouble. That's just asking for trouble.
One glass bridge, you can see. Right.
Now I will go bungee jumping. So if anybody out there wants to do,
I'd rather skydive than bungee.
Yeah,
I'd actually do both. I do skydiving.
Man, I hate they fucked up and got a longer cord because they thought I weighed different.
Dude, I saw this one where I saw one where a lady was doing like a tandem skydive where you strap to the person, and so she was going down, and the dude had a camera off off a thing on his helmet, and it was like recording everything as they was going down. She started screaming as they was free falling. Passed out.
Yeah, they show that on roller coasters. People
and then
passed out, and
the camera was recording. And he was like trying to wake her up, and he was like, tapping her on the face. She wake up, look down, pass right back out.
Like, oh shit, I wasn't dreaming. Like
I'm falling.
Realize that you decided to do this, so you know what's going to happen.
Right.
It's not going to be like you're going to feel the rush of you falling and shit.
I would do that indoor skydiving. That kind of looks like fun.
Just to learn.
Yeah, just to get the basics of it. Yeah,
get to learn the basic of floating.
Kind of put you through that before they actually put
Some places do. Some places, but some places they take you through the safety course like this, especially if you're doing a tandem jump.
Yeah.
You don't really have to learn very much because the person you attach to is going to do all of that. They basically just telling you keep your arms out the way. Right. Don't freak out. Take deep breaths.
Right.
And don't try to punch the person who you strapped to.
Right.
Pretty much.
You know,
Now,
I got the core.
if you want to actually jump out like by yourself,
right.
that's when you have to go through a lot more extensive training because it's
Now
you
you
know,
have to know how to
if
make
you
sure that shit opens.
because if you freak out, you're dead.
Right, right. You don't
Yeah,
pull
you
that
have to
cord,
remember
you're
the little
fucked.
things, how you pack your chute and that emergency cord.
Ooh man, I saw
an emergency cord. Just in case
Right,
the machine
right.
gets tanked
I saw a video the other day where a dude jumped
and he got
and,
tangled
and
up.
he got tangled up in the he was struggling trying to get that tangled chute off so he could do his spare.
And you can see it twisting, so it's getting.
He couldn't get it off. He finally just had to like pull the spare and it
And hope it-
caught enough to where it slowed him down where he didn't get hurt.
Ooh, that would be
But it was
scary
like
as fuck.
like almost to the last second.
You can see the
scary.
sheet just spinning. You can see the
Yeah.
cord get.
Ooh, I could not even
That would
imagine.
be scary. But anyways, if anybody out there, you got any advice on what you've learned and what has life taught you, call us 281-968-1029. We'd love to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
You know, like we're saying, you know, just hey, don't loyalty to companies, fuck all that. You know, believe in yourself because no one else gives a fuck. You know, that's true, man. That's as life has gone. My 57 years, you get to think about it, it's like, man, nobody really cares. They care about themselves, you know. I mean, I got a family, so yeah, I care about my children and all that stuff like that. But when it comes outside of that, outside of your circle, outside of your community, no one cares. They're looking for themselves, and that got to go. And the hell with anybody else, and don't let them get in your way. Just move them out the way and keep the fuck on going. You know, like I say, if it's not going to kill me, I am not going to worry about it. What's up, Danny?
Life has taught me that changes will come and how you handle it speaks volumes. That is very true,
Man,
sir.
that's
That is
100
very
right there.
true.
Sure enough,
Because
that's-
man, the way you handle some of the things that life throws at you says a lot about you.
Sure enough, sure enough.
You know, if you're the kind of person who, you know, every little stumble, every little tumble, you freaking out and having a, you know, fit over.
Right,
I can't deal with you.
right. No, me neither. That's why I said, that was my motto. If it's not killing me, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't have time to worry about if I can't do this or if I can't do that. I can do this and that, but I can't do that. So that's not going to worry me. You know, patience. That's another one. That's, man.
My dreadlocks taught me patience. So growing up, my dreadlocks taught me patience. And that is no joke.
What, growing your locks back?
The first time, no, the first time. Because the first time, my hair was probably about inch and a half long when I started it.
Mhm.
So to go from that to when I cut them, they was all the way down to my waist.
Right.
You know, that was 21 years of
After a while, you didn't think about it no more.
no, it was just the way, you know, and like when I finally cut them off and my kids was like, hey, we never seen you without your dreadlocks.
I
And I was
remember
like,
when I saw
oh
it on Facebook,
yeah.
I'm like, he really cut his shit off? Like,
I
okay.
might see the same thing over here.
I was like, what? He cut his shit off? I didn't know you were starting them off. So
Well, when I
saw you
originally cut them off, I didn't have the intention of restarting them. But then once I had to deal with my hair not being dreaded anymore, like combing it and
Like-
all that, it was too much to take care of, man. I got a lot of hair. My hair grows thick, and
It
so
goes fast. So I'm like,
Right.
yeah, for me,
I
I,
just wondered
I had to go back dread because no,
just wasn't right. That's cool. But yeah, so that I guess that makes it very patient to wait for that to grow out
oh, dude, because it's been 3 years now.
since you cut them the last
and,
time.
and 3 years since I restarted them. It's been 5 years since I cut. No, 4 years since I cut them.
Oh, wow.
Because I let it grow out for a year after I cut them before I restarted. So yeah, it's been.
And yeah, you have to be patient. If not, you can't want. I mean, it's like nowadays these kids want to be the boss as soon as they get to the first day. You know, like, yo, you need to work here for a little while before, you know, motherfuckers is taking a long time to get to. I worked at a place where, you know, it took me 6 years to get a window seat. And you want to come in here like, oh, I want to sit in the window. Nah, little kid, get the fuck back there. You sit in that corner way the fuck back there. You can't just come here. You know, it took you 6
You
years
sitting
to
by the
get here.
broom closet,
Yeah,
man. What you
hell yeah.
doing?
It's like, shit, I put you next to the bathroom. If the bathroom was on this floor, like, you're not going to come in here and walk in.
The last job that I had, I actually outlasted all the bosses and supervisors and all that were hating on me. And they were the ones getting fired left and right. Meanwhile, I'm like, one, I don't really give a shit about this job, but I can put this on my resume. I worked at this job doing this, and this for this long. So whenever I choose to leave, this is my resume.
Yeah.
Two, I'm not gonna allow you to fuck up my vibe. I can't, like, I'm trying to make my money. You should be making your money.
Right. Again, back to do what you have to
with
do.
my money. I will make sure that everything is running right and I'm doing my job. Make sure you do your shit.
That's where it comes to, you know. They don't give a fuck about you. Nobody cares. They don't care. You do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Be patient along the way. Like Danny said, there'll be ups and downs. There's gonna be way more downs than there are gonna be ups, you know. But believe me, the ups. I mean, I'm 57 years old. I've been down. I've been up. I've been down. I've been up. I've been down. I've been up. I've been down. I've been up, up, back down, and that fucks with you. But you just gotta just blow that off. It's not killing you. If it's physically not killing you, keep on going. Don't worry about that stupid shit.
One of the things that I say all the time is that you have to basically realize that there's no plan for life. You know,
right?
Nobody can tell you, oh, you 57, you still doing XYZ.
Yep, I still do X.
Who the fuck are you to tell me at my age what I can and can't do? You know, or what I should have accomplished. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm not going to be 80 trying to have more kids.
Right.
You know, I'm past that at that point.
Right.
But at the same time, I
always say, if I'm 75, yo, you're 75, you smoking. Yeah, I'm 75, I'm smoking. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm 75. It don't matter. I've been smoking this long, so I might only have another 10. So what? You know, it's like, if I make it that far, you can't tell me shit.
But just like people in relationships, you know, you get married and you go through a divorce or something like that, and you think, oh man, this is so horrible. But guess what? That just go to the next relationship, and that might be when you're 30. That might be when you're 40. That might be when you're 50.
Right.
It just depends on when you meet the right person.
Right.
But take the lessons that you've learned along the way and apply them.
Right. That's why me and Amy get along so well, because I was, 14 years her senior, but I've been, that's another one too.
Yeah. All opportunities are not the best opportunities.
You just got to make sure you pick the right one, but don't get discouraged if you do keep picking the wrong one. Just pick the other one instead. One time.
But that's
go outside the box.
That's when that self-reflection comes into play, and you have to look at yourself and go, okay, wait a minute. Now I've made the wrong choice probably about the last 5 times in a row. Why am I continuing to make the wrong choice?
Right.
And that's when you have to look at yourself and say, what am I doing?
Stop blaming everybody else. Another thing that life has taught me is being a dad is one of the greatest things you could do.
Yeah. You know, Bobby, you know me, man. When it comes to my kids,
change a whole lot about you, man.
My kids taught me how to be how to feel emotions again. Because for a very long time, I had cut off a lot of my feelings just because of work and life and, dealing with the disappointments and things like that. I cut off a lot of things just to try to give myself a way to, I guess, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized with my kids, when they come to me and they cry, when they come to me and they need comfort, when they scared, I had to sit down and I had to think through this, and I went through the same thing. So don't worry, it's going to be okay.
Right.
But in telling them those stories and talking to them, it made me have to relive some of the things that I went through.
Right.
And it made me tap back into some of those same feelings that I was trying to hide from myself or trying to suppress. So realistically speaking, in a very real way, for a lot of the emotional growth that I've had over the last 15, 20 years, however far back you want to go, it's been them who've been teaching me in a very real way.
Right.
Because honestly, dude, I mean, if it hadn't been for them, they're like, last year when we did a garden, do you know there is a time in my life when I probably would have never done that, just because it would have been like, oh, that ain't, a man working in the garden, and all that.
Plant no shit.
Right, But my daughter got excited about it.
Right.
My baby was like, oh, we gonna grow some stuff. And I was like, yeah, baby, we gonna grow some. And she got excited, and that got me excited.
Right.
And then I wanted to see her happy.
Right.
And
plus you wanted her to learn that, look, you could do this yourself. What kind of grows?
And not only
make your own shit.
And not only that, but it also reconnected me in a very real way to my grandparents, because I told you my grandfather was a farmer. So it reconnected me in a way back to even some of my own, roots, stuff that I had forgotten about from when I was growing up.
Right.
So it's like it came full circle for me in that little instance,
Right.
And I was just like, it was one of those moments where I was literally sitting out in my backyard when it hit me. And I was like, damn,
Right, right.
okay.
And you know what's funny?
I used to like to stay with you, and I've seen some of the like, okay, John's not in the mood, and I can tell, even though you have this personality, you have that shell up, that personality. Like, all right, kids who's gonna play, don't worry about this, and I got talk about. It was like, yeah, I see you, bro. Take your time off. Don't
Hey.
stress.
Another thing that life has taught me is whether it's man or female, boyfriends and girlfriends, or a man or a woman, they come and go, but good friends, they'll last forever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, so like we see people all broken up about, you know, man, especially like they say, you know, there's a lot of fishes out there, man. There's plenty. Just like you met her, you're gonna meet another one, man. So that's not the last one. But you know, but I've been through that where you're with somebody, you don't want to lose that person. You don't want to lose that's what you've been doing, like that repetition.
There are some relationships that are worth fighting for. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you know when you got a good person and it's just gonna be.
It make no sense.
You know, if I matter of fact, not even actually doing the act, but if I'm feeling like I gotta check your phone and do all that stuff,
I'm not trying to do all
we
that.
already,
Trust issue right there.
yeah, we already probably out the door.
That's
you
why
know,
I say why me and Amy get along so well. When we first met, we spoke about all the different things we've been through in life, and like I said, I'm 14 years her senior, so I really was telling her, look, I'm not doing this, or this. I don't get into none of this bullshit here because I already been there, done that. So
Right.
if you want to be with me, know that we're not going to be doing this kind of shit, and we're not going to argue over stupid shit. That's the last thing I do is argue over stupid shit. Don't make no sense, you know, and don't make me think that I did something when I know damn good well that I did not do this. You know, they're so strong and passionate about it that I'm like, no, bitch, you're not. I know I didn't do this, and there's no fucking way you're gonna make me think that I did this shit. You know, it's like at the time there was no movie Inception, so I would have probably said that back then. Oh no, bitch, you're not incepting me, goddamn. Fuck that. You're not putting thoughts in my head.
we're not
I know
playing
I didn't
that
do this
Inception
shit.
game. It's like, but you did this. You're like, no, I didn't.
Right. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for chiming in on us and giving us your perspective. There we go, Danny. Yep.
And if you live long enough, you will acquire things. However, whatever you have acquired or not doesn't even matter in the scheme of things. So you better enjoy the ride, because when it's all over, you can't. No recharge.
That's right. You're right. That's goddamn right, Danny. That's right, man. And thank you. Yeah, I know. I wish y'all could call in and we can get you on air speaking what you're talking. But this, like we said, this is good enough. At least you're interacting. That's the best part of it all. But anyways, we're almost out of time, so we're gonna make sure that let y'all know. Tune in tomorrow for Taboo Tuesdays. It's an interesting conversation with the wordmatician and the young lady Kennedy Lowry. Make sure y'all tune in for that. And plus, she's nice on the eyes too. She was a little pretty thing. Probably, yeah, she was a little pretty thing. So make sure y'all tune in for that, and then make sure you come back Wednesday 7:00 where we got Queen Mother, Miss Pierce. She's doing the disintegration of the Black family. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Hopefully you call in and get us going. Get the conversation going with her. Give us your thoughts on the if you think she's full of shit, call in and let her know that. Whatever, just make sure y'all interact. This is what we want. And do what you have to do.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, thank you all so much for being here. As always, 7:00 every day, Monday through Friday. Make sure you tune in each and every day. We much love for all of your support that you do for us. Danny, Mike, thank you, Mike. You did say you were going to be with us, and here you are. You're still with us, man.
We appreciate it,
you, man. And like I said, we will help you push your company as far as we can go, as you're helping us by being here, watching, hit that like. Don't forget, everybody, like. Tiff, I see you out there. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. So, anyways, thank y'all for joining us. I'm Brother Los.
Brother Jam.
Brother Black Hat.
And we're the Daily Smoke.
We are
And
out.
we're out. Peace.
Peace.